fun if you know how. When your grandpa rings the doorbell, what should you do? What should you do?
Hide.
Yep. Hey guys, so it's been a few weeks since I've uploaded a daily sketch video. Normally I was uploading those every Wednesday, and the last couple of weeks I kind of wanted to take what I've learned from the daily sketches that I've been doing, or at least put them together in something that's more of a finished work. I haven't really done a finished piece of artwork in a really long time. I've just worked on my sketchbook and trying to get better at art. So basically that opening clip you guys saw was me reading my daughter a bedtime story, which I do every single night. Me and my wife love it. Elena loves it. It's like when you become a parent, I know maybe a lot of you can't relate to this, but bedtime stories are really a huge part of growing up. I remember the ones I used to read and I loved them. And so I got in my mind that I want to do a children's bedtime story for my daughter. And I want to do it full illustrations, and I feel like it's something that she could pass on to her kids and maybe read them when, you know, when she's grown up and has kids of her own. And so many of you know that I was working on a book that was, I mean, it was this thing in my head that was this awesome grand design, and a lot of my first videos, the Crow Goblin, Appa, the Yuki drawing, digital art and stuff, those were all drawings that that were a part of that. And I think with that project, I couldn't grasp the scope of how big and how time consuming it would be. I think it was too overwhelming for my first project, really, because you know, I do these projects in my spare time. I work full time, and so that was, I feel like, just too much of an endeavor for my first project. I still would like to complete that book. I really love the idea of it, and I feel like it'll be something that I would like to do, but I feel like I need to start out with something I can finish and kind of get a process down first. So the process is key, because I feel like you need a process to start a project that large, so that you can do little bits at a time, and I just feel like I never really got that down. So this storybook is going to be kind of my test run, I feel like, for that project. I know I can finish it. I think it's about 22 pages, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what my process is now and my first drawing for the book. So this is the first drawing. This is the style I'm going to do. It's going to be in pencil with a little bit of realism and fantasy and just my style. I want the book to be my style because as an artist, you know, and as a personal gift to my daughter, I want it to be something that is kind of me. So that's the first drawing, and it is of this little princess who is based on my daughter. The face you can see, and that's her castle there in the background, and she's running through some flowers, and here down here you can see like this little guy right there. You see him? I'm gonna have stuff like that all throughout the book because I love kind of pointing out stuff to my daughter in storybooks, and we like kind of making up our own stories as we go sometimes too. So I want these illustrations to be very detailed and a lot of fun to look at. So that's the first illustration, and how I'm doing these, my rough draft of the little story, and the name isn't set in stone yet, I just threw that on there. But so basically I've laid out how I'm going to have the text and the parts of the story. I've already got the entire story written, and so like this drawing you can see is based on that first one, and this will be the next two drawings, and I'm going to do a kind of like a full spread, two verticals to tell the story, and you see how the text kind of goes from page to page, and so that's how the story is going to be laid out. I haven't done the other drawings, but I know exactly what kind of pictures I haven't photoshopped them yet, but so the process, everything I need to do is already laid out. Now I just need to do the drawings. So these images that I've done, like I took some pictures. This is my daughter. Had her wear a princess dress, and I photoshopped her into some backgrounds. These are just for reference. so I can kind of get an idea of the image that I want. Like in this part, she's going into this scary forest, and again, this is a Photoshop job, and the image is all stretched out, but this is just to give me something to go off of, because I haven't been referencing for so long that I feel like I want to for this, because I want it to have a level of realism, not just made up from my mind. So anyway, so some of the future drawings that I do for this book, I'll do time lapses and stuff, so you guys can actually see the process of putting this thing together. As I do book pages, I'll probably read parts of the story, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the story is about as I go along. So, once upon a time in a magical kingdom lived a beautiful princess named Elena. Princess Elena was a very adventurous and curious little girl. Her favorite thing to do was visit the mossy woods and explore. On this particular day, Princess Elena would have her most adventurous day yet. Elena woke to the sun shining through her bedroom window. She quickly put on her favorite princess dress and her favorite forest-stomping boots. She grabbed an apple as she bolted through the pantry. She quickly made her way past the castle gates and across the flower-covered meadow. What do you shout?
I am.
Here I am. Yep, good job. When your mom and dad leave... Oh, sorry, am I covering up the drawing? When your mom and dad leave, pat your grandpa's hand and say, "Don't worry, they always come back." Then right away, ask him if he's hungry. Snacks for a grandpa. What kind of snacks are these?
Cookies on top of ice cream.
What's that?
Fingertips on finger.
Olives?
Olives.
Ketchup?
And ketchup. And cookies on top on the ice cream.
Yeah, that looks really good. Look at they're eating it. Yummy. I want some of that, don't you?